surprising to you?
Not at all. No. I expected to learn from the other guys, and that's exactly what I'm doing now. We have a couple of good corners in right now that's ahead of me, and I take nothing from them. They're great players, and I'm still learning from them.
If there's something you have been struggling with, what's the main thing that's been a big challenge for you this week?
Nothing really. No. I'm getting the playbook down pretty well, and just continue to get repetition, so I'll be able to play at a high level when the games come around.
Coach Pat was talking about how you're testing your limits to maybe see what you can get away with out there. Where are you in that, and what have you figured out as you're kind of testing yourself?
That no matter what a receiver looks like, you can't doubt their abilities, and I did that a couple of times and got a couple of passes caught on me, but we have all the receivers that we have here now are pretty good. I respect all of them to the fullest now.
Are you anxious to get the pads on? Because the athlete was saying that he thinks you're going to be a lot different when you be
physical. I can't wait to get the pads on. That's going to allow me to be more aggressive at the line and get the hands on them early. So, and I think it'll stop all the trash talk going on right now.
Why is it fun being a... sorry, go ahead.
Is that an important part of the way Patton and O'Neal want you to play? Your hands on it?
Yeah, that's something we've emphasized early since I've been here, getting hands on the receiver at the line early and destroying the route before it even starts.
Why is this fun defense to be a corner in?
Because you get to play, I mean, if you like to play man-to-man a lot, it's going to be a defense for you, but if you're a corner that likes to play off in zone coverage a lot, this isn't the defense for you.
Can you learn from Joe, or is he a totally different player than you are?
I'm learning from him right now, so I think we have a lot of similarities.
You talked about, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, when you first got here, you seemed to be so happy they drafted Johnny because it kind of took a lot of the pressure. So despite all of this that you see right now, do you still feel like you're kind of under the radar in terms of a top 10 draft pick and the amount of pressure that maybe is coming with it?
Under the radar? Yeah, a little bit. That's fine with me, though.
Yeah, why do you like it?
Because I'm a person that doesn't really like to be in the spotlight a lot, so I always stay to myself a lot, not really in big crowds or trying to make a scene or put all the attention on me. So, I mean, it fits in well with me.
Do you get that from your dad? He seemed a pretty low profile type of guy when he was here.
Definitely. I think he's a little bit more quiet than I am. So, with all the media and stuff in the past couple of years, I've kind of gotten used to it. So it's something I'm still working on. Trying to get used to.
You mentioned this last week in being the other guy. Are people recognizing you now, though? Or you?
Which other guy?
The guy in the first round.
I think so.
Do you expect
Buster
to start
right
week
now
1?
is ahead of you. What will you have to do in this next month? Buster right now is running with the ones. What will you have to do in this next month to run with the ones when training camp starts?
Just continue to do what I've been doing here, showing up every day ready to work and learning from the other guys. So I think I have the skill set to be one of the other guys in the starting defense. So, I mean, whatever happens, happens.
Do you expect to start for this team?
Most definitely.
You like flying under the radar, but yet you play a position where you can't fly under the radar.
Yeah, that's on the field. It's a totally different subject when you're talking about on the field and off the field.
Yeah, no.
And one of the things, obviously, with Joe there, you're going to get you're going to get tested. You like that? You like that?
Buster told me that last week. He was like, you're going to get a lot of balls thrown at you. They don't throw to Joe's side, so I was like, that's going to give me a lot of opportunity to make plays as well.
But you said that you're learning from Joe. Like what? Does he sit next to you in the meeting room? Is he giving you quizzes? Like what are you learning?
Any questions I have about the defense, what coverage we have, what do we have on a certain play, anything like that.
And is he going out of his way to say, hey, rookie, anything?
Not really.
Not yet.
Any little mess-ups I have or things that'll give a bad name for myself, and he'll pull me to the side and explain everything to me.
Justin, no matter what happens in Manziel's career, you'll always go down in history as Patton's first draft pick. Do you get the impression that he drove the pursuit of you, that he's the main guy that made it happen?
Who's that?
Patton.
I have no idea. I don't know.
He hasn't pulled you aside and said, hey, you're my guy, or anything like that?
No.
Is there pressure? Do you feel pressure?
No.
On the first pick he ever made?
No, not at all. I just play football.
Did Coach O'Neal tell you about the cupcakes?
Who?
Coach O'Neal.
No.
His wife made cupcakes with your name on draft night.
No, I
You didn't
He
even
didn't tell me about that.
Hey, you got a breakup today on a Manziel pass. Did you read that?
I should have picked it off.
Okay, I was gonna ask you that.
I told him after that play, after we went back to the sideline, I told him, I was like, "You're welcome." It should have been my first NFL interception, but I let him make it.
He hasn't
Did
been
you get an
here.
early read on that though, or did you close quickly with your speed, or how did you coming
It
off
was
a
a
sandwich?
drag route.
Okay.
So, I mean, then he kind of like floated it in there, like I wasn't right there by the receiver, so I just batted it down.
He hasn't been here very long, but have you taken anything from Aaron Glenn yet?
Just what to expect and how to come out every day and work. It's something that he's really been drilling in my head. So he's a good guy. He reminds me a lot of my college coach, so I think he'll be a good fit for me.
What does it take to be what does it take to be a good press corner, and why do you think you fit that?
Discipline, athletic ability, technique. That's pretty much all you need.
Is it a mental thing? Is there a
you gotta
certain
have
mentality?
A lot of confidence. If you don't have confidence playing press man in the NFL, I'm sure you're gonna get beat a lot. So you got to have a lot of confidence.
Have you talked to other rookie cornerbacks as to when they were rookies and what it was like for them and what you would need to keep in mind as you make the jump?
I haven't had any discussions with anybody.
Well, without those discussions, and maybe you already answered these people, but what is it going to take, not just to get on the field, but to get on the field and be really effective right away?
Like I said before, confidence, doing your job every day, knowing the plays, knowing what to do when your number is called, when you're getting these reps out here on the field, and just taking advantage of every opportunity that you get.
Do you already know you can do it, or is it just kind of guesswork until you see what preseason games and then full speed is like in the season?
To do what?
As to whether you know you'll be convinced that you can handle it as a rookie.
Confidence is where it's at, and I have all the confidence in the world, so I mean I pretty much know I can do it.
All right, Justin.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out.